Hello and welcome to Foundations for Algebra, Unit 2B, Lesson 3. Today, scholars will solve systems of equations using substitution. This should sound familiar. This is our second substitution lesson. So, what if I don't know x or y's value? So in the last lesson, every time you had to solve a system, you were told the number value of x or y. Well, we can take this value, this expression, and do the exact same thing we did with our other values of x and y. I can substitute that in for y. It just looks a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to do negative 2x minus 3 times y equals negative 7. And then all I'm going to do is, instead of y, there I'm going to put 6x minus 11. Now, this is going to mean that we're going to have to do some distributing. So we all remember our distributive property. So I have negative 2x. And then we do negative 3 times 6x gives me negative 18x. Negative 3 times negative 11 gives me a positive 33. Equals negative 7. I'm going to combine my like terms. In this case, I can combine my negative 2x and my negative 18x to give me negative 20x plus 33 equals negative 7. Now we are simply going to subtract our 33 from both sides. So I have negative 20x equals negative 7 minus 33. Please remember that negative 7 minus 33 is the same thing as negative 7 plus negative 33. So I have negative 20x equals negative 40. Remember, your integer work is very important. You will get the wrong answer otherwise. Then I'm just going to divide both sides by negative 20. And I get x equals 2. Cool, now I have a value for x. But I don't know what y equals. And the last time we always knew what the other variable equaled. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to say, so I know y equals 6x minus 11. I know that x is equal to 2. So I do y equals 6 times 2 minus 11. Y equals 12 minus 11, so y equals 1. Keep in mind, though, that we still don't have our answer. Our answer is the ordered pair, our x value of 2, y value of 1. Okay, let's try another couple of examples. Here's another one. Again, I don't have a numeric value for y. I do have an expression. So I'm going to put that in here. So I'm going to do 2x minus 3 times something equals negative 1. That times something is going to be x minus 1. So I have 2x, and then negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times 1 is positive 3. Equals negative 1. 2x minus 3x is just negative x plus 3 equals negative 1. We're going to subtract 3 from both sides. So I have negative x equals negative 1 minus 3. Please remember, negative 1 minus 3 is the same thing as negative 1 plus negative 3. So I have negative x equals negative 4. I can divide both sides by negative 1, and I get x equals 4. Once again, this only gives me my x value. In order to find y, I'm coming back to this equation over here. Y equals x minus 1. I now know that x equals 4, so y equals 4 minus 1. That means y equals 3. So my answer is the ordered pair 4, 3. No matter what order you find them in, x is always first and then y. One more practice problem, and then I'm going to leave you to work on these on your own. Okay, now this one looks a little bit more detailed. Here I have, this is my value for y. Again, I am simply putting it in for y. So I have 5x minus 4 times something, whatever y's value is, equals negative 3. So I'm going to take this value here, put it here, so it's negative 3x plus 5. So I have 5x, and then negative 4 times negative 3x becomes positive 12x, because it's a negative times a negative. Negative 4 times positive 5 gives me negative 20 equals negative 3. I'm going to combine my like terms. 5x and 12x combines to be 17x minus 20 equals negative 3. I'm going to add 20 to both sides. So I have 17x equals negative 3 plus 20. Negative 3 plus 20 is simply 17. So I have 17x equals 17. And when I divide both sides by 17, I get x equals 1. Once again, that gives me part of my answer. Now over here I have y equals negative 3x plus 5. I know that x equals 1. So I'm going to do y equals negative 3 times 1 plus 5. Well, negative 3 times 1 is simply negative 3 plus 5. So y equals 2. So my answer is simply 1, 2. X value of 1 and a y value of 2. Okay, go ahead and try your problems on your own and your IXL, and I will see you at the mastery check.